Greetings and salutations, moppers, and welcome back to Last Recode. Last time, we were just reading the news, catching up on the old stories from the outside world, while we were playing our fake MMO. I am abnormally invested in the going-ons of the outside world. What were we at? I think we just finished the MMO depopulation crisis, which told us that Ida was actually infecting other games outside of the world. So whatever precautions they had to like protect the network immediately failed. They were already out in the network. Like 4 games shut down because of Ida. So yeah, that was a thing. Household 3D monitors coming soon? Toho Electronics Inc. announced that they have succeeded at creating a low-cost 3D television. While still on the pricey side at $10,000 for a 19-inch model, it is undeniably large. It is an undeniably large step forward from the current 30,000 plus models. 3D TVs are futuristic displays first developed by Toho Electronics in 2004 and have gone on to sell 200,000 units worldwide. With their discus-like base and 12 to 20-inch size 3D screens that can be viewed from 360 degrees. They became a highly coveted and talked about device almost instantly. Unlike the current hologram TVs, 3D TVs can be viewed from any angle and distance without a hint of flicker, and video filmed in the format can be delivered in real time. Another announcement was made, revealing partner products that would be sold on launch day together with the new monitor. The first of these products will be a new drink by Fresh Ballings. A limited series of drinks called Mary Cider will be sold with these new 3D TVs attached to celebrate the company's 50th anniversary. At $1,999, it's certainly a lot to ask for cider. What? But thanks to the 3D TV on the bottom, the drink will display famous landmarks inside the transparent bottle. Something that has been in the realm of science fiction up until now. Whether or not you find it worth the price, you will be impressed when you see one for yourself. Even though Toho Electronics has succeeded in creating a low-cost 3D TV, they refuse to rest on their laurels. In the coming months and years, they said we can expect to see factories devoted entirely to 3D TV production, the establishment of 3D TV only stations, and all new 3D TV movies. In this age of ever-advancing technology, the world of movies and animation is becoming increasingly commonplace. One can only try to imagine what the next dream machine will be. From Daily Satellite. That would be cool. That would be cool, not gonna lie. Okay, so that's a cider bottle. And that's the TV. How large is the cider bottle? Drink will display famous landmarks inside the transparent bottle. Oh! The bottle itself has another 3D TV inside it. Apparently? I thought it was just being included with the price of the TV. That explains why the secondary price. Oh, that'd be neat. Man, the e-waste would be insane, though. Like, would you be able to reprogram it, or just having a slideshow of 3D landmarks? It'd be like a ship in a bottle. That's an interesting idea. Violence feared in Kazakhstan protests. Protests in the Republic of Kazakhstan located in Central Asia, have escalated to riots as stores and other businesses have come under attack. Kazakhstan has long been known as the elite nation of Central Asia, for its long-standing economic growth fueled by its bountiful underground resources. However, this growth has led to an ever-increasing gap between the rich and the poor, which has caused the dissatisfaction with the government, fueling these protests. In addition, the country's reliance on military and nuclear expansion instead of domestic policies has earned them much ire from other nations. Currently, Russia and other neighboring countries have sealed off their borders to prevent any similar protests on their soil. From Co-op Communications.
Demonstrations began in the Central Asian Republic of Kazakhstan, some of which have turned to violent riots. Neighboring countries, fearing that the seeds of violence will spread to their soil, have sealed off their borders for now.
Yeesh. Kazakhstan. Man, that's so much easier. What the hell was I doing? I think I had an extra syllable. Cast of the World movie revealed! Today, the cast of the movie version of The World was announced. The lead role will be played by actor Daniel Balfour, famous for the film Mexican Brigade. Wait, Brigade? Or Brigand? That's probably Brigand. Alongside him will co-star Mint, the CG actress produced by CyberConnect America. Movies making use of CG are now common. Last year's full CG movie, Princess of Verona, was popular with both critics and audiences. And it was revealed that all the actors for the action film Dice were actually CG after the movie's release. CG actors used for these movies look so real at first glance that they are indistinguishable from humans. However, continued observation tends to induce discomfort in many people due to their artificiality. CG actors are not actually alive. They cannot blink unless their programming says so, and they do not need to catch their breath after delivering their lines. Not only do they not need makeup, but they never sweat or get dirty either. Real-life actors have a variety of natural phenomena that occur in their bodies that CG actors can never duplicate. However, Edgar Fleming of CC Corp's first production unit says that their new CG actress has completely overcome all these problems. Mint is loaded with a variety of programs that replicate the natural phenomena of human bodies. She sweats if she stays in a hot place for too long, and if she took a bath earlier, her skin will be wrinkled. These and other programs combine to perfectly recreate an actual human. Other examples include natural blinking and breathing patterns, as well as minor trembling in her legs and arms as she stands and moves. Mint's acting partner, Daniel, offers these comments on his co-star. Mint's a great girl. Whenever I see her moving around, I can't tell that she's CG. To see whether Mint's acting skills are as good as her appearance, you will have to come to the theater to find out. If you do come, I'll see you there, because I can't wait to find out myself. From OM Times. And they even got the AI generated actors right. I guess it's just a natural progression of things. Man falls from apartment window. According to neighbors, a man was reported to have fallen from a 13-story apartment building in which he resides around 11 p.m. last night. When the police arrived, they found a 19-year-old college student lying in the parking lot of his building with a fractured skull. He is currently hospitalized and remains unconscious. The man was wearing a khaki-colored jersey and an M2D micro monocle display upon his discovery. Police believe that the man jumped on his own volition for unknown reasons based on signs that he had forced his way over the iron railing in front of his apartment. The man lived alone in an apartment owned by his parents. He had no social problems at school. His friends told the police that he was going on a trip to Okinawa the next day and was really looking forward to it. There's no way he'd do anything like this. Several residents in the man's building say say they heard a man shouting at around 11 p.m. and that he sounded like he was surprised and scared of something. From SBA.
Last night at 11 p.m., an unidentified 19-year-old man fell from a high-rise apartment complex in Tokyo, landing on a car below. The man, who was barely alive when paramedics reached him, suffered injuries to his skull and upper body. The police are investigating the matter as both an accident and a possible crime.
Did we do something to make someone try to end themselves? Because it's still in Volume 2. Sakaki didn't have his powers yet. Fully. All we did was face Moontree, didn't it? Wasn't it? A 2-division champion is born. However, this 2-division champion has nothing to do with boxing. This champion fight in the popular MMORPG, The World. In a section of the game called The Arena, a new charismatic player has been born. The Arena is a combat institution made up of 3 divisions. Players can fight in their chosen division against other players. Of these, the aforementioned 2-division champion, Haseo, dominated both the Demon Palace and Holy Palace divisions. In the Holy Palace title match held recently, Haseo and his teammates fought against the long-standing Emperor. The Arena's word for a champion, Sirius, in a stunning victory. Together with his stint as Emperor of the Demon Palace, Haseo has now become the only undefeated 2-division champion in the Arena's history. This was Haseo's first time participating in the Holy Palace division. Not only that, he also managed to assume the Demon Palace throne on his first attempt there as well. Both of these events are a first for the World R2. In the days following the match, players gathered to celebrate Haseo's crowning ceremony. Joining the crown were a number of passionate female fans. When asked about the champion, they replied, "He may look cold and evil, but when he smiles, he looks like a kid." It's so cute. This is not Haseo's first time joining the ranks of the famous. The World players. Famous The World players. Wow. Before this, he was known as a PKKer, called the Terror of Death. This PKKer, who has been said to have defeated 100 PKers all at once, only began to participate in the arena very recently. Some of the players who frequent the arena speculate that he gave up PKKing to become one of the high arena rankers. With his new 2-division championship, expectations for Haseo are beginning to really heat up. Fans speak fervently of their desire for him to hurry up and pull off an unheard of 3-division championship. CyberConnect Japan, which owns and runs The World, declined to comment on Haseo's real-life information on the grounds that it violates our privacy policy. From Impulse. Yeah, that's fair. Player Killer Killer, a player who primarily plays the game to defeat PKers, players who defeat other players. NAB finds new virus. NAB has found a common virus behind all the recent problems found in online games. Its name is IDA. The virus spreads through interaction with people on the network, such as exchanging data, sending and receiving email, and using chat software on MMORPGs. Under certain circumstances, an infected IDA will enter the program files and rewrite data. It is said that IDA-infected programs will display several black dots on the screen. As there is the possibility of there being a hidden message from the virus creator, NAB is looking into all of the leads involving this virus. There are no solutions for IDA infection. IDA infected computers or servers. If IDA has infected a computer or any other device, NAB recommends terminating any connection to the network immediately, as well as not logging into online games or exchanging files online. From See Today. Village gets first civilian passenger. The first civilian to visit the now fully operational village, Yoshio Hinoshita, 42, left for his aerospace excursion today. Hinoshita was launched yesterday from the space from the Okay. Hinoshita was launched yesterday from the space base in Orlando, Florida, in the Space Shuttle Liberty, and is currently orbiting the planet. Numerous adjustments will be made to the orbit pattern as the shuttle continues to approach the village for docking. Hinoshita works for New World Oil as an office worker. Upon entering the Village Voyage 2017 contest held by Fresh Balling Inc. and Whale Strike Limited, he was chosen from over 6 million entries to receive a ticket for a 2-week trip to outer space. Hinoshita had this to say in the days leading up to his departure. I first learned about the contest from a TV commercial. Just happened to have some extra postcards at hand. So I sent one in, partly just for kicks. I was kind of nervous for the first couple of days after sending it in, but later I forgot about it completely. So I ended up hanging up on the guy who called to tell me I had won, thinking it was a prank call. When he called back, I finally realized that I had actually won, but it still didn't feel real at all. Now, to tell the truth, it still doesn't feel real. The chairman of Whale Strike Limited Space Travel Planning Division offered the following comments. Earthbound travel is old-fashioned. Space travel will become a new choice of travel for the future. We plan to introduce moon tours and Mars tours in the coming years. Up until now, the idea of space travel has been relegated to science fiction, but the day when any of us can take a quick jaunt to the stars may soon no longer be the stuff of dreams. From OM Times. Ugh. My ears itchy. Yeah, and that happened recently, wasn't it? With what's your name? Katy Perry? Wait, so the contest was held in 2017, and they just got the prize? Or is this game set in 2017? I honestly don't remember when this game said. Black clouds over online Jack's future. Criticism against the popular online show Salvador Ihara's Online Jack is mounting at a rapid pace. This is the same program that has had complaints leveled against it for investigating politicians' houses, celebrity parties, slums at night, and even the police without prior invitation. The production staff for the show has been known to say that we only get criticized because we're good, and have even appeared happy at some of their complaints. But this time, it appears that criticism is so strong that the show's existence may be in very real danger. The reason for the complaints stem from the recently aired Online Jack Phase number 6. In the episode, Ihara broke into an elementary school to investigate the cause behind Doll Syndrome, and ended up destroying school property and broadcasting the names and faces of 6 young Doll Syndrome patients to the internet without permission from themselves nor their guardians. Furthermore, the 6 children's teacher is facing serious trouble for allowing the invasion of the school to happen, and for recklessly blaming the online game The World R2 as the cause behind Doll Syndrome in the broadcast. The local Board of Education suspended the teacher for 6 months as their chosen disciplinary measure, but the parents and guardians of the 6 young victims soon declared that they considered the punishment inadequate and are seeking that the teacher be barred from ever teaching again. Yuichi Sawaguchi of the Doll Defense Group plans to file for damages against the studio for emotional trauma. Mr. Sawaguchi personally told our writer that Down syndrome patients and their parents are suffering from this illness every day. I think it's incredibly insensitive for them to go and make a show like this that disparages that, and I think they are the lowest kind of human beings out there. If all it took to cure the disease was to stop playing online games, everyone would already be cured. I hope that this show never gets produced again. Under attack from every front, the producers of Online Jack still insist that everything we reported was true, and show no signs of apologizing. Near Enter Inc., which broadcasts the show, was shocked at this attitude. Depending on how things progress, they may decide to stop carrying the show for good. Supported by Salvador Ihara's fierce personality, Online Jack has always stuck to their audacious guns, and someone made it out alive. Many wait to see if the show can survive this latest crisis as well. From Daily Satellite. So, I don't know how genuine that those complaints are. Because, one, there are parents who have lost their children. Two, said lost children have now appeared in a TV online show, and then subsequently disappeared immediately afterwards. So, it's fair that they think that the show has kidnapped their kids. Okay, so there's like no easy way to go through all the news. This just shows like the hottest of the hot. Illusion or reality? Logout problems yet again. Players of the world are once again unable to log out. The incident took place at the headquarters of Moontree, a famous guild within the world. All players who were in this area were not able to log out. On top of that, more than 10 people were reported to be unconscious. Will such incidents continue to occur in the future? The logout and coma problems within the world seem to be different from that of the popular belief. Here are comments from the actual victims. I was sucked into the game. I was actually in the game itself. I don't recall anything after I was KO'd. I was KO'd, then I realized I was in the hospital. I was surprised when the doctor told me I was in a coma. I saw black dots. I got real excited and felt an urge to PK. In other words, players who weren't able to log out were sucked into the game world, saw black dots, and PK'd each other. Those who were KO'd fell in a coma in reality, and those who didn't continued to PK. It is hard to believe, but several hundred players say that this actually happened. Who are we to believe? This is just this writer's assumption, but these incidents hint of the presence of the IDA virus. NAB recently announced this new virus, but it is said that black dots appear in IDA-infected programs as well. Therefore, the black dots that these players were unable to log out saw must be the exact same dots as that of IDA. It is said that the IDA virus tries to overwrite the program and image data. Perhaps this has something to do with the players who were unable to log out. Perhaps the players saw illusions or fell into comas because of the overwritten image data. Anything can be assumed, however, this assumption should be rather close to the truth. Regardless, CZ Corp needs to identify the problem immediately and stop the contamination. Oh. From Ko equals G. Netwatcher. Hey, that's a forum poster. New bestseller. Online games turn children into dolls. A Doll Syndrome warning. Written by Takeuma University Associate Professor Sugai. Tokumori Publishers. 2,390 yen. Is recording huge sales. The book was not popular when it first released. The thought of being something that would cause scandal, but it has gained popularity after being shown in the online program Salvador Ihara's Online Jack. Professor Taichiro Sugai has also been shown on newspapers and television shows. This is a fancy maid cafe. 3 million additional copies might not do it, says Saibaro's Tokai Azabu store manager with a grin on his face. This store alone has ordered 500 additional copies, with 100 copies selling out immediately. The store had 400 copies for pre-order, and 90% of that was picked up on the day of the release. 4 million copies of Lakeside Dodo is the current sales record in the country. Industry professionals have said that this record will soon be broken. However, reviews for this book remain the same. The revered opinion of psychology professor... my jaw's getting tired. The revered opinion of psychology professor Shimo Kitazawa says that there is no medical logic, and the book is merely the opinion of the writer. From Daily Satellite. New virus targeting online games. Wait, did I read this? It's the same one. Am I going crazy? Was it not? No, yeah, NAB finds new virus. Weird. Why is that in the archives? Village to fall from space? The International Space Association announced at 9 AM that there is a possibility that the International Space Station Village may fall from orbit. According to Chris Endeavor, there may be a possibility that the balance control program may be infected with a computer virus. Village implements a double control system where it can be controlled internally and externally. However, Village is not responding to any of the signals from both controls. Both control mechanisms. If this were to continue on, Village may crash into the Earth in 12 hours. Ew. To avoid causing panic, Endeavor didn't mention the projected crash course, but researchers say that it will be above Japan 12 hours from now. If it were to crash, it would cause tremendous damage to both Japan and its surrounding countries. It appears that the Ida virus infected Village's programs. There are reports that the infection originated from a crew member's personal computer. Chaos is spreading all across the globe. From Co-op Communications.
In an unscheduled press briefing last night, the International Space Association announced that the space station Village may fall from orbit and plunge into the atmosphere. The cause is a network system malfunction, and the organization is doing everything possible to restore Village's orbit.
Shit, that'd be terrifying. And just infected via the Wi-Fi too? Or like, just from the signals of the personal device? Man. Can't have anything in the future. Linear train derails. Tragic afternoon. Ooh. Around 3:24 p.m. yesterday, an unmanned linear motor car derailed and overturned in Yamanashi. The first and second cars crashed into a house just outside the rails. According to Yamanashi police, the first 4 cars crashed. Fortunately, the residents were not in the houses, and there were no deaths or injuries reported. The test cars for the linear motor car central bullet train, with development costs of 15 trillion yen, were ruined. The accident occurred while conducting speed control tests at the Central Control Center. The train had been running at 500 kilometers an hour from Shinjuku to Shizuoka. Shizuoka, I know how to pronounce that. What's wrong with me? But swayed from side to side in Yamanashi, then accelerated rapidly. A crew member tried to decelerate and use the emergency brakes, but those did not work. The linear motor car continued to accelerate, then hit a wall. The first car collapsed from the impact, then ended up in the house while pulling the second car, which jumped the guardrail and dropped. The third car fell to the house as well, while the fourth caught the wall and was left hanging from it. The train destroyed 16 houses in total. Minor damage was reported for surrounding 40 houses. Oh god. Although Yamanashi police claims that the malfunction of the floating and guiding devices AR Inc., which operates the train, claims it was a network problem. The police plans to thoroughly question AR on this matter. From Daily Hauchi.
During a trial run, a linear motorcar derailed, crashing into a local residence. According to authorities, the accident was caused by a malfunctioning hover guidance coil, although there are reports that the linear motorcar lost contact with the control center. Details are still under investigation, but speculation among industry watchers is already circulating that the trouble was yet another incident connected to recent network problems.
Man. It damaged 40 houses and no one was injured? How did it even damage 40 houses? It said it just hit 2, didn't it? It destroyed 16 in total. That's insane. This doesn't add up. I have my suspicions. Because it jumped the rail. And... it jumped the rail, hit a wall. Then collapsed from the impact, and then ended up in the house. While the second car, which jumped the guardrail, dropped. And the third car fell into the house as well. So the third car and first car hit the same house. Well, the fourth caught the wall and was left hanging on it. ASST-123 crash landing in Kochi Prefecture. The new supersonic plane, ASST-123, bound for Narita from JFK, made an emergency landing at 7:20 p.m., 100 kilometers off the coast of Kochi. 250 passengers and 8 crew members were on board. According to the Coast Guard, 40 people were injured. The Ministry of Transportation set up a station in Osaka and dispatched investigators to the scene. The injured have been transported to nearby hospitals, and rescue efforts still continue. The flight departed JFK International Airport at 5:23 p.m. Japan time. It was headed towards Narita Airport on autopilot, but was told it was off course at 6:09 p.m. The pilot navigated the plane manually, however, lost control and could not put it back on autopilot. The plane continued past Narita Airport and lost its engines around Shikoku. It glided for a few kilometers, then landed in the water. The impact wrecked the plane. No deaths were reported, but 40 people were injured. The Kochi police awaited the rescue of pilot Takamizawa. Come on, brain. Every syllable is pronunciation. Every vowel is pronunciation. Oops. That's the wrong thing. Doop 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 doop. And co-pilot Yamazaki to further investigate this accident. From Daily Hochi.
Ace Airlines' new ASST, a supersonic commercial airliner pressed into service earlier this year, lost attitude control in flight and was forced to perform an emergency landing. There are 40 confirmed injured according to authorities. Rescue efforts are continuing to free victims still trapped aboard the wreckage.
Nuclear disaster? WACPO announced that meters of nuclear power plants all over the world have had malfunctions. It appears that network system failure is to blame, and WAPCEO is demanding all malfunction-related data from nuclear power plants all over the world. Japan's Kamigauchi nuclear power plant reported failure in its mirrors as well as in its ECCS. Spook power plant in the US has also reported mirror failure, causing evacuation alerts to spread to nearby residents. After the cause was found, these residents were told to return to their homes. Similar incidents have occurred in France, Italy, and in China. If operations continue, a mass meltdown will take place all over the world. Thus, WACPO urges all nuclear power plants worldwide to halt operations until the cause is identified. Scary.
Several nuclear power plants in various parts of the world have begun experiencing malfunctions of their metering systems. Speculation is rising that the recent network abnormalities are the likely cause of the malfunctions. The WACPO is requesting that all nuclear power plants worldwide be taken offline until the cause of these problems is confirmed.
Pros and cons of Online Jack. The once suspended Salvador Aihara's Online Jack will begin transmission once again after the case against Aihara regarding intrusion into CyberConnect Japan was dropped. Upon explaining the reasons for transmitting the program again, Near Enter Inc. said that although the show was a little over the top and its reporters acted carelessly, Online Jack reported the cases of IDA before it went out to the mainstream, and continued investigating it. Many users requested the show be back on air. However, hopefully, the show can reveal the identity of the virus. It's too early to bring the show back. They don't understand what they have done. There's no sign of regret from them. Many have voiced harsh criticism for the show, but there's been an increase in its praise. Such comments include, the program was the first to report the IDA virus. Such a program must be shown. Aihara did its best to uncover CC Corp's plots. Near Enter Inc. announced that it will continue broadcasts of the shows that were to be suspended, as well as air more new shows. From Daily Hochi.
After a brief absence due to charges of privacy breaches and damaged property during his most recent investigation, the ever-popular online broadcast Salvador Aihara's Online Jack is back, streaming at its normal time.
Pakistan ceasefire. Uh-oh. The robots. Around 5 p.m. GMT, the Kazakhstan government announced it will abide by the guidelines set by the UN Security Council for the outbreak of violence in the republic caused by its forces and the rebels. The Zagalat, representative for the rebels, has also agreed to this, leading to a ceasefire that will take place starting 3 a.m. GMT. According to Co-op Communications, Talos was the main cause for violence. Talos was under operation by UN forces to obstruct violence between the government and the rebels. However, it malfunctioned during the routine march. It attacked towns and injured civilians. Both sides believe the attack to be from the opponents, causing the fighting to grow exponentially. UN Security General Stillman officially admitted Talos was to blame, and apologized to both sides, promising to pull back UN forces to near the Kazakhstan border. He urged for both forces to cease fire. Local papers report that the malfunction caused 2 injuries and another is reported missing. President Doran of Kazakhstan criticized the UN forces and the UN itself for bringing in Talos within the borders. The reason for Talos' breakdown is yet to be determined. However, wow, I keep adding words. But researchers say that some sort of malfunction may have occurred in the network system that controlled it. From Daily Hochi.
The violent battle begun by a runaway armed robot carrying the designation of Talos has concluded. There are reports of at least 2 people injured and 1 person missing in action during the fierce fight that occurred. All of the injured were civilians and are being cared for at local hospitals. Katakakan's President Dronin has voiced outrage at the defense general for authorizing the use of Talos within the country.
Yeah, pretty effed up. Recall for new car navigation system. Problems with the new network car navigation system, 3NS, have caused many accidents. Defective models 3NS BK02, 3NS WH12, 3NS BR22, roughly 980,000 units are affected. Current reports show malfunctions in its GPS capabilities and navigation systems. Examples include coordinates switching to Canada while driving through Tokyo, or being led back to the point of origin after going through random locations. There have been cases of major accidents, such as the brakes operating while on auto drive. The developer Self-Marshal Inc. announced the recall of its 3NS and warned its users to minimize use as much as possible. From SBA.
The latest generation of network automobile navigators, the 3NS, is suspected of being behind a rash of major highway accidents. The cause is thought to be a faulty network access system, affecting nearly 975,000 units in this country alone. The manufacturer, South Marshall, has launched an immediate recall of the 3NS and is requesting users to refrain from activating the units.
New colors added to M2D lineup. Brand new color variations have been added to the explosively hot micro monocle display M2D, which set new sales records upon its launch and remain difficult to find even now. The new colors introduced are Rose Red, Pearl Pink, Royal Purple, and Crystal White. The makers of the M2D hope to attract female users with the stylish new lineup. According to the poll conducted by CC Corp last month, over 60% of those who said they own one or plan to buy one were male. Also, both male and female students showed strong interest in the M2D, with far more owners in their early 20s owning the device than any other age group. On the other hand, women aged 20 and up were found to have the least interest in the M2D. In fact, women over 40 who said they didn't know of it, had only heard of it, or had no plans to purchase it, made up 50% of the poll. The M2D makers then used this data to create these new colors, but they didn't stop there. They went on to create new female-only support dials, revised the manuals with cute new illustrations, and included memory chips that contain diet and fortune-telling software bonuses. Truly, it seems they are leaving no stone unturned. In preparation for the new colors, an M2D cafe has opened in Aoyama, Tokyo. The stylish country-style shop has everything from open seats to private rooms, and no men are allowed inside. Services such as free rentals of women-targeted software like Yanderful Today or Resort Time, and appearances by popular celebrities are planned to help bring in as many new customers as possible. Will this grand plan to attract female customers succeed or fail? We will have to wait until launch date to find out. From See Today.
Casual. Cute. Chic. Cool. Introducing new colors for the micro monocle display. Reality unfolds on the other side.
Do the things have pass-through, or are you just like stationary while using it? I've never but because they control everything via a controller. Or, I guess their ball mouse. So, yeah. The iStyle, the old school Apple iPod ad is very nostalgic. I mean, I guess it is portable, and not enough people use their phones while walking, so. New tournament rules to cause havoc? CyberConnect has announced a new tournament in the world. The game includes a place for PvP called the Arena. It holds tournaments regularly to select an Emperor champion. The new changes are implemented for the Sage Palace tournament. To alleviate the criticism towards the Arena and PK system, a director has been appointed to conduct all Arena system issues. To all players, do not recall the Arena system of old. Times have changed. We do not want arenas where we simply follow the rules and anticipate the same results. I've implemented elements of surprise, tension, excitement, and entertainment. This tournament will rewrite arena standards. I hope all of you enjoy this Ultimate Arena, as nothing has been held back, says the newly appointed director. As many players step away from online games due to problems such as viruses, can this be the cure to revive its glory? Only time will tell. From Impulse. Protests over new rules. CyberConnect Japan's MMORPG The World has drawn criticism for new rules in the Sage Palace tournament. A special director conducted this event with brand new rules. In a typical tournament, you obtain tournament entry by continuing to enter the arena, repeating PvP play, and breaking into the top 16 in the rankings. However, the entry criteria for this tournament is to PK as much as possible. As a result, players who kept PKing before gained entry, and those who followed the standard procedures lost their spot. With these new rules that allow for PKing, PK areas, Lumina Cloth, and Breg Epona have been invaded by PKers. Others have literally been trapped in towns such as Makanui and Doldana, where PK is not allowed. Players who never PK'd before have wandered around town in search of their next PK victim, thus turning the world into a jungle. The prize money for the winner helped the cause. Normally, tournament winners and emperors were given in-game money or items, such as weapons and armor. The new rules have changed that. An unprecedented amount of net money has been allotted for the winner. Battle rules have changed while the tournament is being held, raising criticism about the actual operation of the event. CC Corp has acknowledged the special director's faults, and will try to restructure the game to its normal state. From Impulse. Announcement of the Ultimate Player. Our survey has selected Haseo of the world as the greatest online gamer. Haseo is a charismatic player who went undefeated through all 3 arenas of the world. The other day, Haseo defeated Haku for the championship of the Sage Palace, and accomplished an undefeated sweep of all 3 classes. How'd they get that picture? It was the first time for Haseo to enter any of the tournaments. It is the first time that a player has ever accomplished such a feat in the World R2. Another reason for Haseo being selected as the ultimate player is because he was once a very popular PKKer called the Terror of Death. Haseo has many legends, such as taking down 100 PKers at once. He has many female fans for being mysterious, yet cool. CC Corp stands firm in regards to players to Aseo's identity offline, as divulging it will intrude his privacy rights. From Impulse. I mean, yeah. Village may fall. The International Space Association announced difficulties with the International Space Station Village today. Malfunctions have been seen in the electronics of the balancing system, as well as in the engines. Recovery procedures are taking place right now. Chris Endeavor of the International Space Association says that compatibility of Village's operation programs on both the Earth and on board are the main reasons for this. He is also not ruling out the possibility that the programs downloaded onto Village before the launch may have had an effect, leaving no clear reason. Village is the second space station built after Evolution. Although Evolution developed new medicine and new materials that couldn't be tested on Earth, Village was to build a base on the Moon, explore Mars, and dock with satellites and space shuttles. The malfunctions occurred in the functions that will operate when Village loses altitude due to the Earth's atmosphere. If these cannot be repaired, researchers say that there is a possibility that Village may crash into Earth. The International Space Association is determined to fix this problem, as well as look into hastening the return of its onboard civilian passenger, Yoshio Hinoshita, from Co-op Communications. Internet Cafe Wars. How long has it been since the term Internet Cafe became a part of our everyday life? Society deemed it as a bad influence, but the number of Internet cafes has exploded recently, and many have become a place where both young and old alike flock. Unlimited Corp is behind the amazing growth of Internet cafes with its marketing plan. The company endorses the new network systems, which can create huge profits at low cost, by supporting such institutions for 3 years from launch. Many jumped at the opportunity. The new network system spread through society with Internet Cafe users. The Internet population grew even more with online games such as The World, and chat software such as Shotio Chat. However, Internet cafes are struggling to survive lately. Demand has died down due to the influx of such cafes, and consumer anxiety grows with recent network problems and corporate chaos. Many cafes have shut down due to price wars in metropolitan areas. However, a new movement has begun in some Internet cafes. Some have huge fish tanks across the wall. Some have customers enjoying food normally found in expensive restaurants. Others, there are relaxation-centered cafes with traditional interiors and appropriate music, or cafes with servers dressed as maids, fulfilling the customer's every need. Although each serves to different tastes, all of these cafes have one thing in common. They all appeal to a specific market. Many of these market-specific Internet cafes are owned by major corporations. Although the smaller cafes are trying to regain their place, customers have fled to the bigger chains. Their business model relies on the number of customers. Therefore, the loss of profits directly ties in with the decrease in customers. Many small business owners have become fed up with the corporations and given up on hope of survival. The internet is becoming a staple in international culture. However, there seems to be no end to this dark war. From OM Times. Hey, Commodore. Welcome to me reading fake news. I mean, yes. Salvador Ihara unconscious. Popular celebrity Salvador Ihara fell unconscious and was sent to a hospital after filming a segment at elementary school for Salvador Ihara's online jack. All filming was shut down immediately. and the school was closed the following day. New Enterprises, the studio that Aihara works for, has explained the incident as an accident. Other sources say that he has become involved in something more sinister. Whatever the reason, the entertainment industry is in a state of panic over the hospitalization of one of its most popular stars. With the release of his new movie, Salvador Aihara was thought to be more successful than ever. Does this mark the end of his amazing luck? From Daily Satellite. 1. A popular online show that is famous for its ambush-style reporting. However, this aggressive journalistic method has a large number of detractors, with approximately 30,000 complaints leveled at the program every time it airs. These complaints include, they go too far, they're too rude, and I get sick whenever I watch it. However, the show also has its share of fans, as people send emails and other messages of support like, you did a great job, and I feel relieved after watching it. In particular, the famous Operation Make Prime Minister Setouchi Laugh made a huge impact in the entertainment industry. The episode that made Online Jack famous. In it, Aihara, who nobody had heard of back then, barged into the Prime Minister's home and proceeded to do imitations and make other jokes right in front of him.
Hello, everyone. Last night, popular entertainer Salvador Aihara fell into a coma and was rushed to a local hospital unconscious. The reason behind his condition has not yet been disclosed to the public. However, Aihara's agency, New Enterprises, said that they intend to release the details of this incident in a forthcoming episode of Online Jack.
Aihara released from hospital. Salvador Aihara held a press conference after being released from the hospital for falling into a coma during an interview. The press conference included Salvador Aihara's Online Jack producer, Takiya Tsusui, and president of New Enterprises Inc., Kensuke Aiba, at the New Enterprises conference room. There were over 100 reporters at the press conference, raising questions of the show's direction, causing the conference to become a heated exchange. The show itself is under criticism as well. The company that transmits Online Jack, Near Enter Inc., called the producers of the show and warned of its direction. TV stations have also aired criticism on news programs as well. The program uses too many special effects to attract viewers. It needs to be more serious if they were to cover a disease of sorts. I'm sick of Aihara, although I've supported him previously. The program is the only one claiming truth to its content, although the school and the authorities deny it. Near Enter should terminate transmission. When will Aihara apologize? Such comments were raised when our reporters conducted a survey. Many people have set negative views towards Online Jack and its main presenter, Salvador Aihara. Online Jack featured the debut of Michiru Taijima as a correspondent. She too is a target of criticism, as she is known for being a former teacher who has just lost her credentials. 1.3 million signatures have been collected as part of a movement by the parents of the victims of the elementary school incident, and Yuichi Sawaguchi of the Doll Solution team, to terminate the transmission of Online Jack. Can Salvador Aihara's return alleviate the current mess? We shall wait and see. From Daily Satellite. Man, I am just dyslexic as hell. Dyslexic and stutters. Online Jack suspends transmission. Wait, was that something I read in topics? No, it's not. Online Jack suspends transmission. Notorious for its aggressive interviews and raising concerns amongst its viewers, online program Salvador Aihara's Online Jack has announced its service suspension. The cause was the previously aired intrusion of CC Corp's Lab 4. Salvador Ihara's real name, Carlos Ihara, Michiru Taijima, and Taichiro Sugai, all of whom were involved in the intrusion, decided to interview the people inside the lab. They were caught by security guards and were arrested for unlawful entry. Ihara had previously intruded into an elementary school late at night, damaged items at the school, got electrocuted, then was sent to the hospital unconscious. He was given a harsh warning from Near Enter Inc., who transmits the program. With this latest offense, Near Enter Inc. announced in a press conference that they will suspend transmission of the program. Previously aired shows will be broadcasted, but new shows will not be aired in the future. However, the show continues to provoke criticism, even now as it may be facing its end for good. From Daily Hauchi. Pros and cons of Online Jack. The once suspended Salvador Ihara's Online Jack will begin transmission once again after the case against Ihara regarding the intrusion into CyberConnect Japan was dropped. Upon explaining the reason for transmitting the program again, Near Enter Inc. said that although the show was a little over the top and its reporters acted carelessly, Online Jack reported... Oh wait, I read this right.
After a brief absence due to charges of privacy breaches and damaged property during his most recent investigation, the ever-popular online broadcast Salvador Ihara's Online Jack is back, streaming at its normal time.
That one was in the front, was it? Yeah, it's right there. I'm stupid. Warrant issued for creator of IDA virus. NAB announced that IDA is to blame for recent network problems, and that the creator of this virus was Masato Indo, 26. The police force, upon receiving this information and assuming that he may have fled outside the country, issued an international search warrant through the ICPO. Indo, an avid player known as Ovan in the popular online game The World, has appeared various in places using illegal methods within the game to search for a legendary hidden item. At the same time, the world has seen many abnormalities that resemble that of IDA. Data released by CyberConnect Japan shows that the user's in-game character has had its data falsified, and the police force will investigate this matter of data infringement carefully. From Co-op Communications.
According to an ongoing investigation by the Network Administration Bureau, frequent network troubles that have been plaguing computer systems worldwide recently have been linked to a new computer virus. Based on this, police headquarters, with the help of the ICPO, have issued an international warrant for Masato Indu, the creator of the virus. The police expect to have Mr. Indu in custody shortly.
Warrant recalled for IDA creator. The international search warrant for the suspected creator of the IDA computer virus, which is to blame for recent network problems, was called back. The police department cited false information in the data that was given by CC Corp as the reason for this recall during the press conference. Access data from CC Corp prompted the warrant being issued for this male suspect. Traces of data program fixes of the creation of IDA and sightings of IDA effects led to the search warrant. However, claims from within the company have revealed that the submitted data was altered by none other than CC Corp. NAB conducted an investigation of that data and found 50 instances of tampering. CC Corp admitted to their wrongdoings and officially apologized for the matter. After the international search warrant was issued, many complaints were sent to both CC Corp and NAB. Many came from those close to the suspect and have picketed in front of CC Corp as a result of discussions on forums. The whistleblower, in an exclusive interview by TV Kanto, stated that he had to take action after seeing all the outcry from players firsthand. From Co-op Communications.
The search for the man suspected of creating the virus behind the recent network troubles has concluded. The break came from a lead provided from within CC Corp, which provided authorities with crucial information. During a Kanto TV interview, the informant said that he could no longer remain silent. As news of this broke, throngs of players gathered at CC Corp to support what they claim is the falsely accused suspect.
Weird. Pretty sure I watched all these.
Salvador Ihara's Online Jam!
Mr. Ihara. Mr. Ihara. Ah!
No. You know, you can't be so easily startled if you want to be a professional reporter.
If you think I want to be one, you're dead wrong.
That may be true, but didn't the school fire you?
Whose fault is that? You were released from the hospital, right, Mr. Ihara?
Yes, but things aren't right yet. The missing elementary school children haven't been found. They're still out there.
Osamu Kawaguchi and Toru Uike. The school may have fired me from my job, but those two are still students of mine.
Let's you and I save the children. Doll Syndrome and the hit game The World. We must shed some more light and discover the truth.
Assistant Professor Sugai! Come on, please answer a few questions. Come on!
News media? Oh, Mr. Ihara!
Excuse me, step aside, please. Coming through.
What's going on? Professor, please! Open up!
Thanks to your program, the book's a bestseller and the cause of all this commotion.
I just hope you'll find it in your heart to split the royalties with me. Huh?
Professor Sugai, where are you going?
Isn't it obvious? To save the children, of course.
Right!
Why didn't this save my watch through? So weird. Oh, I read all the news. And with that, I've done everything I wanted to do in this game. What's going on with my Crimson versus deck?
Crimson versus...
Not great. Oh, I have all the cards. What am I missing? Oh, okay, I'm missing, actually, I'm missing quite a few. That one I'm pretty sure you're going to get after being Gaspard. I can't practice against Gaspard, which is really annoying. I don't remember what he runs. Okay, so we got a Delta combo. We beat that one. Oh, that's what happened.
You lose.
Okay, so I gotta figure out a way to actually do damage. That's what I've been losing.
You lose.
What's another shield? If I use Okova, I won't have access. Well, I don't have any attack, so I would need to switch these out. That gives me +4. A lot of the decks are rank 5 costs, so we need to burn a 6. If I do the reflect, combined with an Aya Berserk, no, not that one. Need the one where it switches attack and strength, or attack and HP. Ooh. I need Avatar Berserk, but don't know if there's another one. Drop this one to a 3 cost. I'm pretty sure there's another Avatar Berserk. Oh, actually, I guess in theory I could reverse the HP and then just directly do like 5 damage. It may or may not work, but Baptism of Smile. Change both General's HP to 1. And at 7, it's hard to beat. So if I combine that with, like, direct damage, the problem is just getting the damage to like trigger off. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, let's try this out. Crap. Alright, plan failed. Okay. Plan immediately falls apart. Did I run in Imperishable Barrier as slot 1? Okay, and then switch that to there. Okay. Try a different. Okay, get that one. That's the loss. Okay. Okay, I think I should put Eye of Berserk in slot 3. Seems to be like a play here. Or after Berserk. God damn it. The camera doesn't go off. Oh, that's just dead. Okay. Man, I didn't realize like a 5 cost is so easily beat. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't think there's a Delta combo I can do. Should I try this? Yeah, if this is talking about triggers, that'd be awesome. God damn it! Wait, no, that's fine. So they have a Delta combo as well. How do I see what the Delta combo is? God damn it! Rigid unit cost by 3? That's huge! Good golly gosh! Man, I don't know how I would beat that. Let me check the deck out. Like, if I can't cancel the combo... That skips my turn. That's... How did it insta-kill me? Wait, let me see that again. Yeah. Oh, Gaspar switches AP in. Okay. So playing against Gaspar is it's a loss for me anyways. What is the telecom for this one? Reduce normal damage. Reduce up to 2 damage dealt to either general to 0. All damage 3 and above is dealt normally. Oh, that one lowers cost. Okay, I should save and then try it. If I can find like a one cost of sale card, I think that might be able to trigger Delta combo.
Crimson versus.
Or Tabby. Yeah, that did. And I can now I can do 1 damage if it actually goes through. Is there anything that tells you what Delta combo is? Like, these are arena champions. Okay, what's that Delta combo? Okay, let's just cancel out my Delta combo. Cool, cool. Alright, let's try that one. The hell's a triangle combo? Okay, we get to reflect in. Man. We lost both of those. And we lost this one. Hey, I won, I guess. That was stupid. Now if I build... So, Haseo, the Silver Dual Gunner. Ultra Rare, 12 Charisma, 14 HP, 3 AP. Assault Ability, Shooting Squad. Nullifies abilities of Assault and Shield type units junctioned by the enemy general. Yeah, it's a pretty broken combo there. So all assault and shield types are useless against Dual Gunner. So that means only thing that can hurt him is Snipe. So if I get a card that deletes a Snipe, or do I even need to? I wish I could sort by Delta combo. Interesting. That counts as an Avatar combo? Oh, that 14 anyways, I wouldn't be able to run it. Okay, so that's the 8-phase combo, where they'll all be after users. Okay, apparently that does not count. That doesn't count. That counts. So there's no one cost card. Oh no, just 5. So I have to drop this down to 4. One cost of sale? There's a 2 cost of sale. That doesn't count? It's because Tabby healed it twice? Oh, actually didn't realize that's the same card. Okay, that's Twilight Brigade. Yeah, it seems like a terrible deck. I'm pretty sure I just died instantly. When does the General's ability trigger? Will this combine with anything? It's Alia, Cade, and Hiseo. Counts as roots, apparently. I got no idea. We do the sign combo, I think. Should be another one somewhere. I don't know what sign combo does. Nope, that is original. Huh, sign doesn't really have many cards, huh? Just 1 AP. Okay, that's not really worth it. Oh yeah, she's from Sign. Nope. Is there a kite card? I actually don't know. Okay, that cancels the enemy's Delta combo. That's not super helpful because they're all low-cost cards. Or maybe just run this? Just get rid of the highest cost, because that's usually the most devastating. In theory, this should work. Oh, that's a combo. Well then. Okay, so it happens after all the abilities trigger anyway, so it does nothing against that. I'm sure there's the deck that's invincible. I just don't remember what it is. Can't believe we won though. Oh my god, it's already 11. I just want to do the arena before I end the final stream of GU. Those guys asked for a beating. They deserve a beating. Meh. I still prefer the quick ability. The Sweep Stickers! Oh no, Peach and Wolf Song. Are you challenging us again? Well, fine. We'll give you your beating. Please, come to the stadium. I didn't save last time I lost him, right? Forgot she has like no equipment.
The highly anticipated battle is about to begin! How are they so powerful? At times, the world can be so unfair! We are witnessing history in the making! The fighters gallantly enter the arena! Fight their way to the top, and the other fighters won't have anything on them! Fighting is like a real-time renaissance! The fighters take center stage! Man, this amazing tension-filled scene is giving me a bad case of the goosebumps! How will this fight end? Nobody knows!
Whirlwind!
Armor break!
God damn it.
Whirlwind!
Armor break!
Whirlwind!
I missed the counter, I guess? God damn it. Holy crap, it heals so much.
Armor break! Armor break!
That didn't count? That's weird. Ah, she got me.
Reverse dance!
No! I got charmed! Okay. They have charm counter.
Reverse dance!
And we lost our kid.
Reverse dance!
What? Aw, man. No! God damn it. Get rid of the healer.
Armor break!
I am running SP though.
Ghost Falcon! Ghost Falcon!
Give me all your SP. I should give you the honor of not dying in Beast Awakening mode.
Falcon!
Wait, what? Rank Ducky finish!
Falcon!
Time to give him there. That was a good match. We hate to say it, but you won. Please take these items to remember the match by. Oh, wow. Wrathbringer, Deadly Fear Blade, and Summer Staff. Goodbye, Spin Izumi. Seal attack, poison attack. What were the other ones? Summer Staff. Browse attack, curse attack. And crit plus 25% and sleep attack. They're not bad. They're just, you know, horribly outclassed. Like 8 more damage. Alright, and with that, I've done everything I wanted to do. So, time to close the book on dothack GU. So, thank you everyone who joined me today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!